Hello, hello, hello. Renata here for RFN Creations. Hello, hello. I am working on paintings. I'm working on my art. This is what I do as my business, and I've been going hard in the paint, meaning I've been actually going hard in the paint. I've been going hard in varnishing my paintings. I've been looking at different tutorials on YouTube as to what to do. And then all of a sudden I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I do my own paintings as well. So if you all are in the community of YouTube for artists and finding out new places that you all can do art, and maybe if you're a starter, if you're starting off, you can start also with me. I've been doing this business for 2 years now, officially for 2 years now. And I've had a few sales. I've had some customers. I've had the privilege of doing a vendor stand, and also being able to do uh, actually I guess it would be a vendor stand, but it would be more like a business stand because it was by itself. I was by myself, so but I was blessed to be able to do that as well. I'm going to be doing that again for probably, hopefully, the rest of this season, and even hopefully for summer as well. It'll be in DC, but I'm doing my business preparations out here where I am now. Uh, I have been trying to get back on, but when I just as I have the title for my, or I thought I had the title for my coming in here on my video, I can explain. I've been having several YouTube channels because of the fact that when I change devices, for some reason the YouTube channel will not connect over to the new device. So when I start up a new channel, it says Renata Nedab, Renata Nedab, Renata Nedab. But it's it's 3 different channels. So unfortunately, my followers, my viewership cannot keep up with me because of the fact that all you see is that it looks like, oh, she hasn't been doing anything lately. And it makes it where I don't continue to get any more followers. But please continue to follow me, like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to be doing so many more paintings. I'm doing more and more of the shirts, and I've also got a pair of pants. I'm working on trying to get my shirts, hats, bags, those items out more. So I don't have those with me. I have them actually in DC so that I can be able to, not have to continue traveling and bringing them back and taking them there and bringing them back. I could just go on ahead and continue revving up my business, doing all my new work, my new items, my new apparel, and then being able to sell the ones that I've already got. As they say, you need to make sure that when you are in a business that you have things already set. You have the apparel or the items, and you have more than just one. You can't go out there and be like, I have a business, and I promise you I do. I just don't have all of the stuff. I've been doing very good. Now, when I say very good, I mean very good for a start. For 2 years into it, I've got a bit of a wardrobe, like, a list. When I say that, I've got bags, I've got hats. Oh, did I mention hats? I've got hats, caps, and I've got all of those that I'm already in the process of selling, putting out as for purchase. Let me say it like that. So I'm going to be doing those on here as well. I can be able to show you different things that I've already got in my line of what material I already have set. And this channel will be, when I put up more videos, hopefully I'll be able to put up videos of when I'm going live and when I'm selling, my merchandise. And also, the best thing, I'm going to try to do regular tutorials of how I'm painting my apparel, my hats or my shirts or my hoodies or whatever I'm painting, and including canvas paintings and what ideas I have, because these tend to come up in dreams or in like some kind of momentary thought or an inspiration. Maybe I'll be out at the beach or in at the water, or I'll be outside where the sun is, and I'll be all of a sudden getting a thought of, ooh, I could paint this, or I could do that, or I could make this. And like I said, I've been getting more tutorials using the YouTube because, well, let's put it like this. Money does not grow on trees, and I don't have the money to be able to do all of the $500 workshop or the $500 painting class. And sometimes that, for me, with ADHD or ADD, they've tried to put all of it together, so it's ADHD, ADD. But me with ADD, I don't do but so good with being able to have the structure of learning that most artists want you to have, or most artist instructors want you to have. And I say that because they'll go through different kinds of modes of learning this technique or learning that technique, or learning the different kinds of styles from back in the day. And I'm not giving any shade to back in the day, but sometimes I have to learn it through actual process. I can't just learn it as, okay, we're going to learn about this. What was in this period of time, in this era, and what was in these eras. And I just have to learn on the go. So I'm learning more and more, and people are loving my apparel. They love the colorfulness. That's one thing I love to do. I love to do the colorfulness, and I love to be able to have it where it has vibrant encouragement and inspiration to it. So I tend to try to do that. I've got paintings. I was going to show them, but they're wet. Why? Because I just put varnish on them. I just put varnish. Yeah. So when they are drying, I don't want to touch them. Now, let me give you a piece of advice that I've just learned the hard way, or the hardish way. When you're doing your varnishing, make sure that you don't just, well, okay, two things. One, don't do heavy-handed. I did heavy-handed, and I learned that it makes it where the varnish goes on heavy in certain parts, and it makes it where you can see it. You can see the lines of how hard you did. And it goes in whatever pattern that you went. If you go side to side, it goes side to side. And then when it dries, it still stays side to side. So make sure that you don't do heavy-handed when you're doing your varnishing or your resin or whatever product you're doing to cover and protect your paintings. Second of all, number two, when you are doing your paintings, make sure that you let them dry for a couple of days and then immediately put on the varnish or the protector. Why do I say that? Because if you don't, dust, dirt, anything that you have around you or around the paintings in this case, will and can and will get onto the painting. I've had several paintings that I've had to try to get the painting or get some paint over the mark or the dust or whatever it is that got onto the painting, and it has changed it. Now, am I able to recoup from it? I think so. I have not taken these pieces of paintings or these paintings and tried to put them on display after the protector, the protectant varnish as of yet. But I am learning, as I said, I'm learning as I'm going with this. And I know that I was so glad when I heard people saying about varnish and resin. That brings me to the third one. Third point. 1, 2, 3. So, with the resin, between the resin and the varnish, I was told that you can do either. You can do either. But I was also told that via videos of artists that sell and they have great followership or viewership on YouTube, that you should make sure that you use the varnish more than you use resin. Now, I also was looking at another one today, and I think she said mosh or something like that. I had not heard of that. I was like, okay, I don't know what that is, but I guess it's sort of like varnish. Now, resin, they said that after a while, your paintings turn yellow. So I was like, I don't want my paintings to turn yellow. I don't want people to say years from now, oh yeah, no. Don't get her paintings because don't get RFN Creations paintings because RFN Creations paintings turn yellow. So I went on ahead and I got varnish. Now that brings me to a sub part. With the varnish, they have different kinds of varnish material or kinds of varnishes. They have matte, they have silk, and they have glossy. I was able to luck up on the satin. Satin. I'm sorry, not silk, satin. I was able to luck up on the satin. So this is the satin varnish for acrylic because I use acrylic paint. So it's the satin varnish, and luckily the satin varnish still gives it a shine. But if you want to make sure that you are able to protect your painting, which is what the varnish does, or the resin, or I think she said mosh, I don't know. I'll have to check with that last one, but I have not heard of that last one. If you want to make sure that your paintings come out the best and have the best effect, I would advise you to use, meaning you can use resin, mosh, I think that's what she called it, or varnish. Whichever one goes for you, whichever one is your palette, whichever one you like. But make sure that you use the one that is going to help to accentuate your art. The satin varnish works for me. And I get mine as Liquitex. Why? Because the lady that I saw, and I've subscribed via YouTube to a couple of artists, but I was looking for which one should I use for the varnish or protector for the paintings. And the lady that I was watching, she used Liquitex varnish, and she was saying this goes on very well. And she was saying how it when she showed her product, it shined. Now, it wasn't the glossiest shine, but I wanted my paintings to have that same effect where it shines. So because of the fact that I've done, ooh, sorry, I'm so sorry. I've done several paintings, but when I sold those paintings, I did not have varnish or protectant on it. So I kept thinking in my mind, I'm like, okay, so do I tell them to get a frame or something, a cover or something to put it behind? Because I could also see that I needed something for it. And so varnish is my go-to. Satin varnish. Yes, this one is for acrylic. This is for acrylic paint. Why? Because, well, I use acrylic paint for my canvas paintings, and I definitely use acrylic paint for my apparel. I was going to say shirts, hats, bags, clothing. And that is what I've been doing today. Also, I've been hearing another lady was saying, and I am so sorry that I don't remember the lady's name or the other lady or the other people, but I've been checking out several and kind of just inundating myself with this information that they have had. So continue, please, when you all check this and you see this, please like, share, and subscribe. I will have more of my actual paintings. I will have more of my actual work that you'll be able to see. Like I said, right now, my paintings are drying. I don't want it to be that, and it's only been like 45 minutes to an hour. And it has been said and advised, do not touch and do not deal with the items or the canvas paintings until the varnish is dry. And that takes 3 hours. So I'm not going to touch it because Murphy's Law will happen. I will have the painting just like this and it'll go, and all of my money will be in vain. I'll be like, oh no. So I don't want to do that. I will, however, show you all later on in another video my paintings once the varnish has dried, and I can finally be able to show you all. So thank you all so much. RFN Creations, Renata Nidab. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to have a lot of tutorial videos, and I'm going to just be coming in with so much great art. I'm going to try to figure out now the title. I Can Explain. I'm going to try to figure out how I can be able to pull my 3 sites into one, because I've seen my other sites, and my other sites have videos that had more viewership, but because of the fact that I can't link all of them together, it makes it seem like I don't have any subscribers. Now, I know on one of my channels, there were like 11 subscribers. So if I can get those 11 subscribers to come on over here and like and subscribe. I'm going to do so much. I've seen so many kinds of art that are taking place. So many people have been showing different ways of being able to blow out your art, do different kinds of paintings and different kind of abstract ideas. And I just want to be able to add to it because, well, we've got a whole lot of people who are, I'm guessing they're like me, sort of, where they're just like, you know what, I want to do art. I want to get into art. I want to be able to do abstract art the way that I want to do it. But I don't feel like being inundated and boggled down with having to learn and, going through the books page by page, because I want to be able to do and learn through my process of actually experiencing and experimenting. So please check me out. Continue to check me out. Like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all later. So please have a good day. All right. Bye.